So, as with all the other candidates, you've got 2 minutes to let the audience know why, who you are, why you're running for president, and why should these guys vote for you? You know the drill. All right, when you're ready.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and I'm currently your VP Media, and I'm running to be your student union president. I'm going to put student voice first because we need to go beyond the walls of the student union. We need to make sure we are reaching our entire student population and not just a select few. I'm going to do this by empowering your student representatives to have greater conversations with students in order to discuss and make decisions regarding the future of the union and the university, allowing inclusivity and diversity. For the past 4 years, this university has made cuts to much needed bursaries, lacking in consistency and accessibility. This needs immediate action and attention. UCLan prides itself on being a widening participation university, yet the university is making it harder and harder for us to access our education. I will lobby the university into making this an urgent priority for students who, like myself during my time in education, often wondered where my next meal was coming from. Postgraduate students are often left out, and quite frankly we need to do more. I want to look into support for postgrad students. This includes investigating how we can reduce the financial burden many face. We need our union to be more transparent as well. I will work alongside staff to establish a communication strategy that makes our funding and spending transparent to students. By having this transparency, everyone knows how we make life better for students. And finally, in the current climate, we want to make our campus and local community to be safe and welcoming. This is why I will develop the Yes to Respect project to allow us to make those changes at local collections. #Ask for Angela. The most important reason to vote for me is that I will consistently work alongside students to make sure our priorities change in line with your priorities as students across the year. Together, we can enforce change and make life better for students, and that's why you should vote Caitlin McLaren #1 president.
I'm Iṛsᴛᴛᴇʀ. I'm your current elected Vice President Education Officer. I've been doing this role for 8 years. I keep saying that, like 8 months. 8 months, guys. But I've been part of the Students' Union for 4 years now. I was involved with various SU projects. I was course rep and school president for the school social work, care and community. And I just think obviously being a parent to students as well and a mature student, I can bring a lot to this role for you as well. I hope that from obviously the time that you've known me, that you've seen my passion, you've seen my commitment, and also my professionalism that in all that I've done for you guys. And I hope to represent you not only in academic related experiences, but across all your experiences at UCLan. I have so many priorities that, working as one of your elected officers, these are the issues that you've been telling me that we need to work on, which includes the parking and the teacher spaces that you have at the moment. So I want to make sure a key priority that is a part of the master plan project. The other part of it is looking at the extensions and ECs that we have in place at the moment. I want to be reviewing these, having a look at the processes, how they are authorised, and giving more power back to course leaders, giving more power back to your academic advisors who know you, who understand you, not just the hubs who obviously there's so many inconsistencies that we just need to improve on. The other aspects I want to look at is lobbying university to introduce graduation boards for all students who are graduating, not just for students who request that money and organise the graduation boards whilst undertaking their degrees. I want the university to be organising this and giving the students graduation boards that they deserve. Other parts I want to look at is ensuring that the international travel bursary that you receive and that students that can actually can receive and experience, I want to make sure that this is continued throughout your time at UCLan and making sure that there's enough resources for you to actually undertake these experiences as well. Still have the time? Oh.
That's time. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of questions and kind of try and get through as many as we can. First question. What do you think are the key skills needed to be an effective president, and what experience do you have that makes you that good candidate? So if we start with Santosh.
So I think in terms of key skills and experiences, I think with my obviously being in this role, I've had the opportunity to become an elected officer. I've received the training. I understand the university structures. I understand the union structures as well. So that's something which I can take on board, and I can skip past that and actually continue to be the best representative and speak on behalf of students. But also just being a person who's passionate, who's committed, who's dedicated. But I feel that with my experience, I've got 10 years banking history as well, and I've got so much experiences that I feel that I'm the best candidate to represent you. So please vote for me, Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ, as your #1 president.
The question, just to remind candidates, what do you think are the key skills needed to be an effective president, and what experience do you have to make you that good candidate?
I think presidency can be a dangerous ballgame, especially when you go and get involved with the university, because they can kind of adopt you as their own, and I am very, very aware of that, and I want to make it clear that I will not be the university's poster girl. I will be confident, determined, and I will put forward ideas and fight back for students, not for the university.
Okay, next question. The majority of students at UCLan don't know what the student union is. What will you do to tackle this?
I don't think the problem is that students don't know what the student union is. I think they need to know more about the change that we're creating. So even though they're not necessarily involved, I think we have to keep getting ourselves out there and show the change and the improvements we're making for their lives. Every single student will have been affected by something the student union has done or pushed forward. So from the Beneath the Surface campaign to the Of Course Not campaign that we've launched this year, students across campus will be aware of what we're doing, and it's not about us showing face really, but standing by our policies and being strong.
Just to repeat the question, the majority of students don't know what the student union is. What will you do to tackle this?
I do agree with this. I think the majority of students don't know who we are, and that's from experience of being an elected officer. I think that we definitely need to be branching out and reaching out to these students, definitely, because we only support the students obviously with here, but we represent everyone, but students don't understand that. And I think we just need to be working, not just as elected officers going out, speaking to students, listening to them and representing them, but also empowering the student reps, empowering the liberation reps to actually be there for students and understand what's actually happening with them, so we can highlight and tackle and then overcome these issues that students are facing. And I think the more we do that, we'll be able to represent these students, and students feel empowered to know that we are supporting them.